This podcast is brought to you by listeners like you through Patreon and Coffee.com. Thank you. We're also brought to you by Libris Arcana. Stay tuned during this podcast for more information and promo codes. Ran, do you instantly go to sleep, or do you linger up for a little bit?
She lingers for a little bit. It's taunting her, but I think it's one of those things. She's upset about it, but she might gradually fall asleep.
Alright, I'm gonna have you do a check.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be another wisdom save.
Mm-hmm.
Are you super distraught about this, or are you just kind of distraught?
Distraught because, well, she feels sorry for this character. She didn't know him for all that long.
So it's not like an intense, sadness, but it's a sadness, right?
Right.
Okay, just a normal save then. Wisdom save.
Okay.
15. Okay. You feel the wind shift in your room, but you're not exactly sure what's going on.
I guess she kind of looks around.
And there seems to be a small pile of dust in the corner of the room that you hadn't noticed it before.
She goes to inspect this.
Okay. And you start looking at it, and, it looks like it's slightly swirling in some kind of breeze. And, you look close to it, you can't really put your finger on it, but the dust starts to grow just a little bit into a bigger pile. And it starts kind of taking a form of a human, like an outline of a human laying on your floor.
Marianne's kind of disturbed by this. What's happening?
Do you hide, or do you just keep watching it?
She's watching this.
Alright. Give me one worse wisdom saving throw. Let's see how far this goes.
Oh!
3. The shadow starts becoming more solidified. You see a hand at first, then you see horns grow out of it, and a very familiar face. Nilkis is emerging from the dust.
Rand's gonna try to focus because I'd imagine she'd realize, hey, this is probably just the room.
Uh-huh. So you're gonna, focus him to go away, or to come forth?
To go away, because she knows this isn't real.
Okay. One more wisdom save, and then we're out.
Dang it!
You failed that wisdom save. Oh my.
Oh.
I need to stop leaving the house.
So Nilkis does get up. He sits up. He looks at you. He looks super duper injured. He holds his arm out to you, and it looks like he's trying to say something, but the only thing that comes out of his mouth is just more dust. And he looks like he's trying to say something, and really can't. And as soon as he are you close? Are you within reaching distance, or have you backed up?
She might have backed up just a little bit.
Okay, he tries getting up, but his body doesn't seem to be fully forming, because you're concentrating so hard on trying to make it go away.
Mm-hmm.
And he finally gets up and takes a step, but then he stumbles, and the dust just falls apart, and it disappears.
So at this point, Rain goes to her bed and buries her head in the pillow, just like, it's not real, it's not real.
And eventually you get to sleep.
By some sheer miracle.
So the night goes a little uncomfortably. Everybody gets kind of restless sleep. But you do get sleep nonetheless. You do not get any levels of exhaustion. Everything that you lost, any spell points or anything from the day previously, go away. You are fully healed, except for Nilkus. He's very dead.
Brutal.
Are we assuming that I came back at some point in the night?
Yeah. Were you doing the rest of your shopping?
I was doing the rest of my shopping, yes.
Okay,
doing.
I'm gonna say you probably got the things that you were looking for, since you were giving specific instructions and a place to go and all that.
Yeah.
Because we don't need to roleplay you.
We don't need to see all that, no.
Yeah. Unless you want to somehow. Yeah, unless you want to interject zombie hands coming out of gravestones or some junk like that. But I'd rather just go to the morning.
Nah. Me too. Let's do it. I just want to make sure.
So the morning comes. The chickens crow. I don't think you have chickens on your property, but Herberta bays. And it's almost like any other morning that you've ever experienced, except you're in a house. Ran, your room is fine. There are no ghosts trying to come out and get you at the moment. Guy, you notice that there's sunlight coming through the windows, through the cracks in the curtains. It's a little bit colder in your. Well, actually, no. Your room would be a little bit warm.
If I recall, I actually had some windows facing out over kind of the city-ish. It's pretty high up floor.
Yeah, I think you have rooms on both sides.
Probably got some good sunlight.
Yeah, you have good sunlight. You probably do have curtains, though, to block out the sun if you need to.
Nah, it wouldn't be Noric style.
Nah.
Okay,
well, sun creeps into your room then, and just kind of glows this nice, warm gold. But you can tell on the outside it is frigid.
And Noric is curled up in the bed under the blankets and just like, this is too comfortable.
And then everyone in the household gets let's say a chime. Like someone just rang a doorbell. But we have no idea what doorbells are, so yeah.
I think people can hear Alonzo swear distantly in his room.
Is there any way to see from the upstairs windows to kind of get a glimpse of around the house?
Oh yeah, definitely. And also, Alonzo, since you did that security check and you know there's an alarm spell, you can put two and two together and realize that all of you are attuned to the house, and thus you are also attuned to the alarm spells now. So someone just came onto your property. Noric, you see from your windows the familiar large figure of Austere, and he has a carriage with him. It's a simple-looking carriage that's being driven, and it looks like he's... Oh, yeah, Rand mentioned that she had an appointment, right?
Yeah, last episode.
Yep.
That he was coming, technically.
So, none of you hear the knock on the door because all the rooms are pretty proofed, but you do hear the chime again within all of your heads. Did he bring sword bucks?
So Alonso is going to very, very hurriedly try to make himself presentable, and he takes a little bit too long about this, and he's going to run to the door.
Right.
Norik was already just, once he saw him walking towards, Norik bolted downstairs.
And Durant, do you leave your bed at all?
Rand does, but she brushes her hair and all that, and just perhaps not like overly, but just her hair was still wet. No, it dried overnight, I'm guessing, but it still looks like a mess.
Mm-hmm.
So she at least brushed her hair and went out.
Yeah. And Rand, you keep hearing this chiming. Like, how are you reacting to that?
She's just like, what is that? Not going crazy, am I?
I think this is the appropriate time for Alonso to cross paths.
Oh, I've run into Rayanne in the hall.
And she's asking this out loud.
What's what?
That chiming.
Oh, what chiming? I'm gonna look at her like she's going nuts. Like, what are you talking about?
Oh,
She just walks away.
Alonso is a jerk.
You are a jerk.
He's gonna run to the door.
We're going to pause things for a moment and have a word from our sponsors. This podcast is brought to you by listeners like you through Patreon and Ko-fi.com. Thank you. We're also brought to you by Libris Arcana. Do you like role-playing games but you have no dice? Are you a dice dragon and just need a horde dice? Libris Arcana has you covered. Libris Arcana offers both a monthly and quarterly subscription to get dice. Yeah, that's right. They send you dice monthly or every 3 months. They also sell individual dice sets and great leather protective book covers for your gaming manuals. Go to www.librisarcana.com. That's LIBRISARCANA.com to find out more. And if you use the promo code SwordfallFan, you get a discount. Look in the description below for more details. And now back to the story. Norik is already there. Because Norik don't care about how his hair looks or if he's has a 5 o'clock shadow. Yep. You see Austere behind the door, and hello there, Norik. Oh, I did the wrong voice. Hello there, Norik.
Austere, it's good to have you. We've had some occurrences at the house here.
Occurrences?
What? I guess not so much what, but why is the thing that is in the basement there?
Oh, well, sorry about the mess down there. Students leave things every once in a while, and, when we clean up, we put it downstairs if it's something we can find useful.
Austere. I'm not talking about the garden tools. Why is that altar to them in the basement?
His eyes narrow. He definitely does not know what you're talking about, but as soon as you said altar, he's like, he kind of has a shadow run across his face. Show me.
Norik is going to go right to it's kind of a hidden door, right?
Yeah, it's sort of it's a very well, like, it blends in well.
Yeah, well blended door. He's going to open
Yeah.
it and start walking downstairs, and it's probably getting dark again down the stairwell.
Yeah.
Do you have any kind of light?
He casts light like it was nothing.
Oh man, sometimes magic is pretty handy. Okay, and Norik's going to lead him down the stairs and to where that altar is.
Has someone touched it? That's what I'm guessing.
Well, do you recall Nilkus?
Yes, the tiefling lad.
Yes. He disappeared last night. And
After touching the altar.
We suspect perhaps he did.
Well, that's very unfortunate that this was in the basement. I apologize. So has he returned?
No.
Where did he disappear from? Show me.
Okay. Norik will lead us, dear, up to the outside of Rayanne's room. I imagine we probably passed Alonzo and Rayanne.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm totally gonna swoop up to Austin and be like, "Oh, hello."
Not now, Alonzo. It's right this way, Austin.
Where are we off to? And I'm gonna be kind of like following just behind them.
Oh, don't worry. Claire can come and help.
Yes, yeah. I'm sure my services would be most helpful.
Yeah, cleric. Yeah, sure. All right. There was okay. So, Rayanne said that he was sitting here, and he points to the spot outside Rayanne's room. And when we came by, we saw a shadow. Like,
well,
a figure of a shadow.
This room wasn't here. This room wasn't here before either. Looks like someone did some remodeling while between tenants.
Oh, okay.
This room's really freaky with dreams.
Yes, it does connect to one's mind. Anyways, he starts preparing a little thing. Anyone who uses magic, since you're a cleric and does magic, Alonzo, you can roll a Arcana with disadvantage to see. Oh. Actually, both of you can roll Arcana with disadvantage to see what he's doing. There's a 5. And Alonzo, you can do the same thing. There's a 10.
I just did. Did it come through yet?
Yeah, it came through.
Man, me and the rolls tonight.
Yeah, either you're on fire or the fire just kind of peters out.
Yeah, or I'm in the pits, yeah.
Yeah.
There's no in between.
So, Alonzo, you kind of recognize what he's doing. Rand, you kind of get a sense of what he's doing, but you don't know. But he's basically doing the ritual of detect magic. And he is seen... Oh, actually, he probably explains. Now, what I'm doing is I'm casting detect magic to see what kind of spells were caster recently.
Can Alonzo take his wrist and go? Excuse me. Can Alonzo take his wrist and go? Be careful not to touch weird things.
No, this man is so quick and fast. You try to, but his arm movements just go out of the way, and he kind of side eyes you, and he continues to explain like nothing happened. Now, depending on what happened here, if there is any magical evidence of what happened, perhaps we can pinpoint what actually happened. It's a trick that you can do on most people, especially if they've been enchanted or places where people have been teleported. It's a very useful tool. And, it takes him about 10 minutes to go through the whole thing, and he kind of looks and he nods. Well,
Alonzo's going to kind of tap his foot.
Can you repeat that one more time?
Alonzo's just going to kind of tap his foot during the 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
it's a very quiet, awkward 10 minutes.
Rand's just enthralled in this. It's a magical trick to her, and she's just like,
Yeah, he does take out like a focus and a few other items. Can you roll me a wisdom saving throw?
oh, dear heavens.
So
Here we go.
you start getting kind of the feeling that you need to take whatever he's using. You can go through it however you want. It's just a prevailing thought that's going through your head at the moment that whatever he's using, whatever he has, it's magic and it should be yours.
Brian is going to poke by and just inspect everything.
Can I
Look,
roll
don't
insight,
touch.
or would that be too meta?
Well, if Rand's starting to act a little squirrely and weird, which she kind of is, you can roll insight.
All right, let's see what I can see.
Alonzo, you notice that, of course, Brienne's being a little bit weird. She very much has a look of a dog who is watching a plate of bacon.
Alonzo's just going to smile.
Actually, that wisdom save was low enough. You probably didn't even need to do insight for that.
Norika's just gonna say, "Look, don't touch."
It's so shiny.
And Norika just take a step over and just smack the back of her hand, like, behave.
Alonzo's- I was just going to say, Alonzo's going to look up at us here and go, "We're not mourning people."
No, it's okay. It's just a symptom of holding that focus.
You're
What?
not mourning people.
This podcast is powered by listeners like you. Thanks! Please like, comment, rate, share, and subscribe wherever you can. Consider supporting us through Patreon, Coffee.com, or by hitting the listener support button on our Anchor.fm page. Follow and interact with us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Discord. For all these links, look in the description below. If you liked our podcast, consider listening to these other great podcasts.
So gather your muskets, gather your spears, we'll plunder the shores of Calcinear.
Come all ye sailors and scallywags, and join the crew of Flintlocks and Fireballs, a D&D podcast following a band of privateers sailing the seas of Napoleonic Calcinia. Catch us at flintlocksandfireballs.com every Tuesday at 7 p.m. GMT, or on Podbean, iTunes, YouTube, and more. You can also follow us on Facebook at Flintlocks and Fireballs, or Twitter on @FlintlocksDND. Fair seas and natural 20s.
No kraken, storm, or spell we fear, so come and sail with us, my dear.